why I'm a lesbian, or at least I think I'm a lesbian. Yes, but I'm the biggest, let's be real. This is just to prove. Why? Come on here and have a good time. Oh yeah. Oh, they saw my tum-tum. The moon landing didn't happen. Oh, sorry, I farted. What? The number one symptom of lipedema is weight gain. I don't agree with keto. I don't agree with low carb. I don't feel like it is a healthy way of living. I am peeing more now. Like normally I don't pee much, but now I'm getting rid of all this water and I'm finally peeing. People are like questioning like, why don't you pee that often? Because my body holds on to this water because of lipedema.
Hey girls, how you doing? Amberlynn is back at it again with the BS, so let's review it together.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today is going to be me updating you because I saw the lymphedema specialist. I found out something kind of shocking that I was not expecting.
Right off the bat, you can see the joy in her eyes, and you can see how excited she is about telling us about her new health issues.
First, I want to start with the whole lymphedema thing. So very short backstory. In 2019, I started forming this big fluid like-ness on my leg. I don't really know how to explain it. I diagnosed myself with lymphedema.
She self-diagnoses so regularly that we don't even know what she has now. She always thinks she is right when it comes to her health, which is very ironic. The funny thing about her self-diagnosis is that she uses it as an excuse for her weight gain. And when you self-diagnose to have an excuse, I don't even know what to tell you.
And then whenever I would see a doctor and I would say, yeah, I have lymphedema, they'd look at it and they wouldn't like say, oh no, that's not lymphedema. Like they would never like say, that's not what that is. They would just like go with it. But I never actually saw a lymphedema specialist or a doctor that knew much about lymphedema. I never did until recently.
Also, our girl would tell the doctors that she has lymphedema and they wouldn't dismiss it, and she took that as them diagnosing her.
Oh my gosh, I finally did it. I prolonged it for long enough. I was just really nervous to go for some reason. I'm massively embarrassed and ashamed because I don't like showing my legs, and I knew that was going to be obviously a big portion of this visit is a lot of look and poke and prod and stuff like that. So
she ignored it for 4 years. Talk about not caring about your health. I'm sure she feels ashamed of her body and showing her legs, but I'm not buying this excuse. She just didn't go because she doesn't care. And please, no one should be like this. I'm sure doctors don't care about how your legs look. They see all types of shit. Go to the doctors whenever you feel like something is wrong, no matter what you look like, girls.
So I finally said, I am trying to get my health together. Like, it's been about a year now that I have been following doctor's instructions. I have been advocating for myself and losing weight and just really trying to better myself. And it just feels like all this time that I should have been doing it my whole life, especially my adulthood life, I have prolonged so many things that in this last year, it just felt super overwhelming. But if it's like, if I wouldn't have prolonged all these things, then I know this last year wouldn't have been so overwhelming, if that makes sense.
No, girl, it makes total sense. This is one of those rare moments where a girl is making sense and talks like an adult lol.
So I want to say that this lymphedema specialist is more than that. She also is a specialist in lipedema. This appointment was 2 hours long. And as soon as she saw me, even before I took my pants off, she knew exactly what it was.
See, she had to ruin her mature moment by saying this shit. You don't have to exaggerate everything, girl. Amberlynn walks in, the doctors immediately says, yup, we got it. We all know she had something wrong with her leg. You don't need to say it like this, lol. This is giving the same vibe as the video she talked about her 1-hour psychiatrist appointment, where she was diagnosed with 6 mental issues.
And then I had to obviously take off my clothing, and she really saw. I do have a little bit of lymphedema. I do. But what I'm actually experiencing is lipedema.
It is so freaking disgusting how happy and excited she is for telling us this diagnosis. You can see it in her eyes. And we all know why she is happy with this. If you don't know, then you don't know, a girl.
But I have lipedema, and this shocked me completely, but everything she said made sense and it all came together because ever since I was a little girl, I've always experienced bigger calves and bigger arms, and it's like no matter what I ate, no matter what I did, like it was hard for me to lose weight. It was super easy for me to gain. You guys know that. You guys have seen that.
And there you go, girls. This is why she wet her pants when she was diagnosed with it. She now can throw it in our faces whenever she gains weight, lol. Amberlynn rarely blames herself for how she is now. She has always blamed her childhood, mental issues for her weight gain and life. And of course those are factors, but she is the only one who needed to change to save her own life.
When I was doing my series videos, I was like weighing myself every day, showing you guys what I ate, I'll show you my calories. There was a section where for a couple weeks I was eating below 2,000 calories and I was not losing weight. And this isn't just happening during that series. This has happened for years now, that I would be around the same people eating the same things and having the same physical activity. And I would either gain weight or stay the same weight while they'd be losing weight or stay in their healthy size. And
girl, you are a fucking liar. First of all the people around you are unhealthy and overweight, so I doubt that they stayed a healthy weight. Secondly, let's not do the I eat like everyone else, we all know that's not true. Even if you ate the same as someone else in one meal, we all know you would binge and eat more. And finally, all you girlfriends like Becky and Dusty gained significant weight while being with you and living like you, so WTF are you talking about?
There was even a section of a time where I was eating like 1,700 calories and I was still gaining weight every single day, while Feline was doing the same diet as me and losing weight while she's already thin.
Girl, please stop it. I don't remember you gaining weight while eating that amount. You were losing weight but in little amounts. And then you would cheat and gain weight, lol.
So it just felt like I was broken, something was wrong. And I was right, something is wrong. The number one symptom of lipedema is weight gain. No matter what diets you do, no matter how low calories, you gain weight. That is the number one symptom.
After this diagnosis, she is trying to tell us that she is eating less and like everyone else, but she gains weight because of this, lol. Girl, pick a struggle and stick with it.
She made me feel so validated. She was like, you have troubles losing weight, don't you? And I was like, yeah. She was like, even eating at a normal amount? And I was like, yeah, it's because of the disease. And it just like really shocked me. And Feline like looked at me and was like,
this doesn't make any sense to me, lol. She was just celebrating losing 100 pounds and she was on Ozempic losing weight, so what is she talking about? We have seen how you have eaten for years now. Is she really relating her weight gain to this? Also, how long has she had this? Because Amberlynn has been obese since she was a kid. Is she saying she can't lose weight now because of it, or she is saying this is why we have a cycle and all those diet changes? I'm confused.
You know, like she has seen me through all of these struggles and it's just been rough, you guys. But I have a reason now. And now I understand that it's like no matter what I do, I have something fighting against me. And that's the number one freaking symptom.
Okay, now you know you have this against you. What are you going to do with this information? We all know, don't we, girls? She has been gaining weight for some time now, and she will use this as an excuse to respond to every criticism. For some people a diagnosis can be life-saving, but unfortunately I think this will be bad for a girl. She will use it as a shield to get comfortable again and go back to the beginning.
But there is a diet for patients like me and for people with this disease, and it is keto or low carb. The specialist told me to stay below 50 grams, and I was very, very upset with that. I don't agree with keto. I don't agree with low carb. I don't feel like it is a healthy way of living.
Lol, girls, I'm screaming. Our 500 pounds princess doesn't think being on keto is a healthy way of living. Take a moment and laugh out loud with me. Yes, low carb diets are bad, but eating Chinese takeout and Starbucks diet is the way to go. You have some nerve to talk about what's healthy and what's not, lol. I remember her eating candy after her cancer diagnosis, so of course she thinks she knows what's good, lol.
And she was like, do you ever gain weight while you go on car rides, even if they're just like over an hour? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, lipedema. And I'm just like, everything is coming full circle. Like, I knew I wasn't dumb. I knew I wasn't an idiot. I knew I wasn't making excuses. I knew something was off. And I finally have a diagnosis. I thought I was going in there to be told, yeah, you have lymphedema. This is what you can do for it. My whole world is kind of shook. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
If you could see the eye-rolling situation type deal I'm in right now. She is really going full force in this one. She is blaming everything on this, lol. Okay, did you ask the doctors how much weight you would gain from that car ride? We have seen you gain 12 pounds overnight. Was that because of lipedema too?
I have liposuction. Sometimes that'll help and such. So that is something I can think about doing in the future. And she also said, when you do lose weight, do you notice it in your face more and not in your body? And I said, yeah. And she was like, because you don't have lipedema in your face. And she was like, that's why your arms are bigger. That's why your legs are bigger. And I'm just like, wow. And she was like, this is a disease that progresses.
Lol, that's true for all weight loss. I know I'm the same. The first place you see the difference is your face, lol. But of course a girl would be happy to hear this.
It doesn't just stop. And everything was just like coming together for me. And I was like, wow. So you guys telling me, wow, her arms look so much bigger than years ago, or her legs look so much bigger than years ago. How is she actually losing weight? It's because of this disease.
Lol, yes, people would say this, and you would call them haters and delusional, and you have made several videos showing side-by-side videos comparing and showing us how we were wrong, and how you were smaller all around, lol. Amberlynn changes her mind whenever it doesn't fit the narrative she is trying to push, lol.
Y'all know I've never taken low carb seriously. I've never done it, never actually tried. That's one diet I've never ever done. Keto, low carb, no. But I'm not going to these specialists to just hear them tell me to do something and me not doing it. I'm not getting these tests and I'm not seeing these doctors just for them to tell me something and me not listen to them. No, I'm going to better myself.
Lol, girl, that's exactly what you are doing. Only time will tell if she actually follows a low-carb diet, and we will be here to comment. Amberlynn is on a low-carb diet, and she shows us what she is eating.
So, today is actually day 4 of me being on low carb. First meal, no calorie counting, just low carb. We have bacon, eggs with a little bit of cheese and cucumber. Now I'm gonna show you my second meal. So the next thing I'm eating is literally just chicken, onion, and zucchini. I would love this with some rice, but no rice for me. I guess I could have used like cauliflower rice, but I don't have any. Here's my third meal. So next meal, I made a taco salad. So we have lettuce, ground turkey with some taco seasoning. There is zucchini also, just for more hidden vegetables. Yes, we have a fourth. So next thing I'm eating, because I am hungry, feeling a little snacky, but I'm also craving like protein, that type of vibe. So this is just some steak. Actually, that very first day was 37 grams of carbs, and it was only 30 grams of net carbs.
If this is working, then good for her. But Lowell, why are you eating 4 meals a day? And she also ate 2 snacks, Lowell.
I will say I am a little bored. It's only day 4 and I'm a little bored. It's a lot of meat, and that's coming from someone who does not like meat that much. So I'm having to really put myself in a different headspace.
And that's very true. Anyone who has done keto or low carb would tell you that. It does get boring and repetitive, but it is very good in the long run.
Day 1, I was 488.8. So I had gained more weight. I wasn't binging, nothing. It was simply because my body does not lose weight like the normal. Today, so after 3 days, I've done 3 full days of low carb, and I weighed in today at 482.4. So that means I'm down 6.4 in just 3 days of low carb, which is amazing.
You should not be doing daily weigh-ins, Gore. Our bodies naturally fluctuate, so daily weigh-ins is useless. Do weekly or monthly weigh-in, Gore. Losing 6.4 pounds is good, but we have been here before. I will clap for you and support you when I see you still doing this 3 months later.
Carbs is what is creating me to hold on to so much water and to not heal from this. It's mind-blowing that this is what I have to do to better myself, the very diet that I absolutely disagree with.
Gore, bye, you know nothing, so let's stop this, Lowell. Listen to the professionals and let's see where this one takes you.
I know within the last year, I have lost almost 100 pounds, and she was honestly amazed. And she was like, have you noticed a stall? And I said, yeah, it's been bad. And she was like, now you're finally stuck in that spot where it's your lipedema stopping you and preventing you from losing more weight.
I honestly don't know what to say, Lowell. She will be doing this from now on. Everything she does or says, she will say the doctor told her so. I personally think every diet will work if you stuck to it, but if the doctor told her to do low carb, then she should. Let's see how long she will stick to this and what her excuse will be when she quits, Lowell.
What we do here is go back.